What's up? Welcome back to the Sap Shop. I'm in this 12 by 20 shed, which is my workshop, and I've tried heating it 3 different ways. And I'll tell you the best way, what I think is the best way. I've done electrical, wood, and piping through that little hole right there is my diesel heater. It's mounted outside. So heating your workshop is really based off of what you can do. Like if you have gas that's piped out there, it's even better. What's your electric situation? What can you do in your space? That's what's best for you, really. But I've done 3 different things. I've done space heater. I bought a little wood burner. It's a tent stove. Super nice little stove. Loved it. And I've also done a diesel heater, which that's what I'm using to heat my shop right now. The wood burner was awesome. I loved it. But I didn't trust it, which I have never had a wood burner before. So I didn't really trust it fully. I'm in a woodworking shop. I got dry wood on my walls. Look at this. And it made me nervous, and that might just be inexperience, which it most likely is. And you know, it is what it is. This, my little wood burner here, little tent, hot tent stove, super cool. I built this stand for it with tile, and I got cement board behind it and all that good stuff. And I got my wood storage under there, and it worked great all last winter. Not as much heat as I would like, but it heated up 220 square foot. But I also did this too when I wasn't in here. I used this little space heater. It's got a thermostat. Kind of expensive, this little thing, but it kept it warm in here. But I noticed the jump in my electric bill. Like I've noticed a difference from when this thing was running and when I didn't have it running. So I didn't really like that. You know, I'm in a woodworking shop. Maybe I should be more self-sustainable. So that's why the wood stove was like my main go-to, because I can burn my scraps. So why not? But I was worried about burning my shed down. I really was. So I went on Amazon, and I found a diesel heater for like 160 bucks, and I used that. It was mounted right here at this window, right underneath it. I piped out the exhaust and all that stuff out the window. It worked pretty good. But this year, I went and I used the hole where my stack went out, and I'm piping in hot air from my diesel heater that's mounted outside of my workshop. And it does plug in, but it can be also plug or battery, which a lot of them are ran off of only DC. I got one that has both. Works out great. But my pick, safest way for me is that diesel heater right there. It's so efficient. And it just, for this space, I go out here, I grab my little key fob, I come over, walk over here, I point and click, I hear some little Japanese whatever, and then this thing starts to pump out air. I am planning on bringing some ducking over here and shooting it out. So I've got, so don't mind all the stuff over there, it's all dirty over there. Then have a vent coming out right here, shooting down onto my assembly table. Now all 3 ways of heating the shop are great, because it keeps you warm. It's too cold. Nobody wants to work when it's miserable out, you know? You can use a little bit of that LA, you know, heat right now. But the wood burner, I'm probably going to revisit that. I really am. I'm thinking about doing something different with my surround, so next winter I feel more safe with it, and I can actually utilize it, because I am in a woodworking shop. I've got scraps for days. I got a pile out there that I'm waiting to burn. So I'm probably going to revisit it and then put my diesel heater on the other side of the shop, so I really have just a really good heated shop where it's not miserable to work out here when it's below 20 degrees. I think my least favorite way to heat is a space heater. It's expensive. It's dusty out here. You have these elements that are heating up inside here that are getting dusty, and it's just, you know, there's tons of safety features on these things. I think this thing cost me $100. It works out great, but just a hazard. Speaking of dust, I have heard of dust fires with wood burners. Like, you're creating a bunch of dust, it's landing on top of your wood burner. I don't know enough about it to speak like, oh yeah, that definitely happens, but I've heard, which is a concern, right? With my diesel heater, it's got pressure out there, and I don't really have to worry about that at all. All the exhaust is outside. All I'm getting is hot air, and that's another reason I think it's better. But so easiest to use, space heater. Most efficient, wood burner. Safest and probably the best quality hot heat coming out without an open flame. Diesel heater. I mean, it's hard to keep your hand right here. It does a hell of a job. So I'm not sponsored by nobody. Nobody's paying me for this. I love all these forms of heat. They work out great. Even my jacket's keeping me warm. I don't like the cold. Diesel heater, definitely my top pick. They're $100, $120 right now. They're cheaper than they used to be. You can get one. They're easy to work on. You get parts for them, and if it breaks, it's $100. I know it's $100. I mean, it's $100. But if it breaks, you can just go ahead and get another one and put it right back to the same application. They're all the exact same, basically. It's probably the best choice for a modern shop of any kind, shed, garage. It's got really good applications. They're built for RVs and van life people, and it works pretty damn good for a shed that's got the walls insulated, the floors aren't, and I gotta do the ceiling. That's pretty good. This video was helpful to you. Give me a like and subscribe. I got more coming. If there's anything you guys want to see, how I operate a woodworking shop where I make money out of it on Etsy doing my woodworkings, let me know.